Over 60% of crime in the UK occurs after dark.
You got anything? Oh, I haven't. Right, well, you're going to get searched now.
Taking the police into our town centres to patrol the nighttime revellers.
Back off! Stop struggling! I'm not resisting! Behind your back!
But on an average night, it's not only the drunks and clubbers that officers will have to deal with. In tonight's Nightcubs, we follow Colwyn Bay officers on a drugs raid. Wrexham police deal with half a dozen women scorned.
Let her go! Let her go!
This lad pays the price for his substance abuse.
This one down.
Shut up, knobby!
Right.
I'm okay! Fuck off! Get me
And in Exmouth,
Relax.
this head-banging fool falls foul of the Nightcubs. If you're looking for a 9-to-5 job, then policing is not for you. It's at night when the police are most needed. Dealing with a whole range of crime and bringing law and order to the battlefields that are our towns and cities. Ex-Royal Marine, PC Ian Schofield knows a thing or two about battlefields.
Trees around here.
But tonight, he's more concerned with what's going on in space.
Full moon tonight, I believe. So, I'll most probably prove me totally wrong on camera. But generally, when we get a full moon, we do get a surge, shall we say, of antisocial or stupid behaviour.
Hello, lady, okay?
PC Schofield's watch is Exmouth, and his fears of lunar lunacy seem to be well-founded.
Yes, mate. Frank!
Frank?
Are you all right? You're a bit unsteady there, mate. You not think it'd be better to get a taxi? You're looking a bit worse for wear, mate. Okay, you'll see in a wee bit, guys. You'll see in a wee bit. When you see on telly, you go, yeah, PC Schofield was right, it was right.
Was right, and he's always going to be right. He's just he is.
We'll see you in a bit, guys. Okay, I'll see you later. That geezer we were chatting to, he's had his moments, but generally he's not too bad a lad. Well, you can see there, he had quite a bit to drink. Quite boisterous, but he's not aggressive in any way. And hopefully it will remain that way, and we most probably will see him later, but hopefully in a positive way and not a negative.
Keeping an eye on locals such as Frank is an essential part of PC Schofield's nightly regime. It's the known faces or persistent offenders who cause most of the trouble. A select few who waste valuable police resources. 60% of PC Schofield's work at night is booze-related. Whether it be dealing with punch-ups, or, as he is now, with a girl who thinks some blokes nicked her handbag.
What's the matter?
Someone's taking my handbag.
I know, mate.
Trying to work out what's going on is difficult, especially when the girl in question has had a few sherbets.
Did you see the person?
To add to PC Schofield's troubles, the lad she's accusing is sticking his oar in.
No, I'm asking you a question. What have you got to go to?
Just leave it at the moment, Beetlejuice, okay? We'll translate.
Mate, all I'm saying is...
I'll chat to you in a moment.
You got to go to the police station with.
I'll meet you outside.
With allegations being banded around and nobody making any sense, the best that PC Schofield can do is send the girl on her way.
Knows what to do. At the moment, there's very little we can do because we don't even know we're looking for love.
But PC Schofield is a dedicated cupper, and he still wants to find out exactly what's going on.
Right, mate. What's been occurring from your side?
From my point of view, she's slightly drunk. She's arguing.
But his attention is drawn away by the reappearance of a familiar face.
All right, Frankie, do you want to just move on a minute, mate, and deal with something for me, old mate? Thank you.
Mate, right, but end of the day, a load of shit. People's moving on and going, you know. We know, well, basically, I was in there and I know exactly what she's doing about.
Frankie,
I've got nowhere to live, mate.
I'm trying to sort something out, mate. Just
sort me out.
PC Schofield tries to calm Frank down, but this is a bloke intent on getting himself nicked.
Watch the road.
I'll smash the back of the van.
Don't do that, Frankie, or you'll end up getting nicked.
Hand, mate. I don't know. Fuck's sake.
Frankie.
Come on! Nick me!
Do you want lifting, mate, for section 5?
Oh, yeah.
PC Schofield tries to reason with Frank,
I've got nothing to do! I've got nothing to do!
but there comes a point where his safety and those of the officers on the ground is called into question, and other calming techniques need to be employed.
Relax, relax, relax.
He's done nothing to you. He's done nothing to you.
Relax.
This method of restraint may look violent, but the night cops are in full control. 2 officers force Frankie to the ground, whilst PC Schofield protects the man's head from smashing into the road.
Right, Frank, listen to me. I'm going to double lock these, Frank. Right, Frankie, we're going to get you up, mate.
Oh, no, let go, just a little bit, please.
Do me a favour.
Frank, roll towards me, Frank. Bend that knee, pal. Bend the knee. OK, we're going to lift you up, mate, after 3. 1, 2.
Now handcuffed, the lad seems to have calmed down and tries to bargain with the cops.
Why'd you do that, mate, mate?
Because I've got nowhere to live.
But it's a bit,
Just let me go, let me go. Just let go gently, gently. And I won't kick off. I will not kick off. Just gently let go.
we know each other, mate, don't we? No need for it, is there?
Oh, exactly. So
why have you gone and done that?
I'm not going to kick off. I only tell them to let go and I won't kick off. Brutality! No. Tell them to let go and I won't kick off. Tell him to let go and I will not kick off.
Who's to let go, mate?
Oh, and if you don't, mate, I don't give a fuck, mate. That's getting on his fucking! Don't be silly! Fuck, don't be silly!
Frank!
Oh, no! You let go of the cuffs! Let go of the cuffs!
Just let go of this back a minute, mate.
Let go of the cuffs!
Let go of this back a minute.
No! Let go of the cuffs then! Let go of the cuffs! Let go.
I've got your arm, mate.
You let go of the cuffs!
I've not got hold of the cuffs, I've got your arm, pal. OK, just step your straight on.
No! Hey, at all. Not at all.
Why are you going in there, Frank?
Let go of him gently. Just
go on. Chill.
Nah,
just let go of his back.
Gas, mate. 2-9 of you last time. I'm not leaving.
Can you just let go?
It may have taken 9 officers last time, but tonight it takes just 3.
To get arrested. I was chatting to him earlier, fine. He said, arrest me if you don't, I'm going to kick the van in, which he started doing.
God! Fuck him! Oh, no! You can't face!
OK, shut that door.
I'm shut.
Watch his foot! OK, sit yourself up. You're the tool, man. Why are you doing that?
What we're doing?
Frank's state of mind has left PC Schofield baffled.
Goodness knows what's happened there. Maybe he's on something else apart from beer. But we saw him earlier, nice and friendly, and he's now insisted they arrest him. I've told him to calm down. He's threatened, you can hear him now, to fill the van in. He started banging the van. The rest's history.
All PC Schofield needs to do now is get the screaming delinquent safely down to lockup.
I've tried reasoning with young Frank in the back. He seems to be up and down as if he's on something, to be perfectly honest.
Fucking hand on my face!
You can hear him now. 1 minute he's OK, he's not going to kick off. Next minute it's going to take 10 of us, 9 of us, and he's going to bite us all. So what we're going to do in this case is inform custody to have what we call a welcoming committee, so we've got enough officers to control him should he try to assault officers. We're getting all that on tape. But a lot of people say, oh, it took 3 coppers to take me down. What they don't realise, we're restraining. If it was a matter of just knocking someone out, you know, we got batons and the like, we could most probably do it single-handed. But to try and do it to cause minimal injury to anybody, that's why it needs 2, 3 or 4 officers to do it, to ensure they don't get unnecessarily injured. Yeah, 7-0 late, so you can most probably hear over the radio he's kicking off. He seems to be up and down. 1 minute he's going to behave, next minute he's going to bite all the officers when we get there. To that end, could we have a reception committee ready, please, Safa?
Stop moving the van, Frank. Engine can do you any good, mate.
PC Schofield has at least a 30-minute drive ahead of him. But at least he's got Frank to keep him company.
Don't f***ing sit there winding me up. Wait!
Hello, Dean.
The reception committee are on hand to restrain him if needs be. But once again, Frank seems to have calmed down. The night cops thought it would be too dangerous for us to follow him into lock-up. And by all accounts, it was a good job.
When we got him into the charge room for me to present him to the sergeant, he remained calm, but the crooks come and he wanted a cigarette. With the law, it's no smoking. He kicked off, and I was in there on my own with him. He was uncuffed by this time. He started kicking off, and I was getting very close to either pepper spraying him or using a preemptive strike, a punch or a blow, to try and take him down until help got in. Luckily, the custody sergeant and about 4 others came in, dragged him out. We had to forcibly get him in the cell, pinion him to finish the search. He's locked up, and we've just left there now, and he's playing the drum kit on the cell door to the annoyance of all the other clients in there.
Frankie may be safely behind bars for the night. For PC Schofield, though, the young man's misdemeanours will keep him awake for some time to come.
I've now got to go back, do a file for court, which will take me about 2 or 3 hours, before I can go home, and I'm back in at 3. Life don't get much better than that.
In Wrexham, catching recreational drug users is tonight's prime objective. It's a proactive approach that uses a special breed of nightcap.
Molly is a 2-year-old black Labrador bitch.
Molly's sense of smell is 1 million times that of a human, a useful attribute in the sniffing out of controlled substances.
She doesn't touch the drug itself, she just indicates to me that person is carrying a substance or has been using a substance. And she does that by detecting the air scent around that person.
In the past year, nearly 20% of the population have taken controlled substances. That's over 11 million people. There's been a significant rise in cocaine abuse, with an estimated 750,000 people having taken it in the past 12 months. It's not long before Molly picks up a scent.
Can you come have a chat to one of my officers, mate, please? If she's happy to stay there, which she was on that one, we'll have a chat to him.
But there are significant problems in using this tactic.
There's probably going to be a lot of contamination this time of night, so you see they're all moving from pub to pub. So just have a quick chat to him, that's all, and see what his account is, really.
After he's been searched, this man is found not to be carrying anything illicit and is let go. Molly's presence acts as a deterrent, a visible sign to weekend revellers of the police's intent. North Wales Police also work closely with the local pubs and clubs. It's an initiative that tonight is proving very successful.
Well, I'm doing your sex to me out. Done a search and we've got bugs on him now.
Mate, you're under arrest, okay?
So, pulled the bag up by the bar. So obviously the staff have searched him and they found the bag on him, so... So he's pulled this bag up by the bar, so our staff have searched him and found this bag on him.
Yeah. You stop shut off, you knobby! I don't care! Fuck off! Get off me up! Get off it! Get off it! I don't care, mate! Stop kicking my leg, yeah? Just relax. Ah!
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, aye.
Shake, sorry. You can't say drugs, okay? You don't have to say anything, but they have your defence. Do not mention when questions subject to later line on court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
It's probably a small bag of cocaine. Basically what's happened inside the nightclub, gentleman's been found placing that in his pocket. He's been confronted by his door staff. He's then attempted to try and run from the premises. He's been detained until the police have arrived. He's been arrested this moment in time for possession of Class A.
So the night cops have had mixed results, but the figures suggest that they are slowly winning the battle against drugs. Convictions have gone up, and slowly but surely the message is getting through. It's Saturday night and the carnival has come to Exmouth. There's 30,000 people on the streets, making it the cops' busiest night of the year. Reinforcements in the form of special officers have been drafted in to help maintain law and order.
We've got 12 in tonight.
Excellent. Well, that'll help stem the problems later then. All right, mate. See you in a bit.
See you later.
Cheers, Mark. Right. That's Mark. He's one of the specials that work out of Exmouth. He was saying that there's actually 12 members of the special constabulary on this evening, which, in my experience, is a first to have that many specials on. But obviously, it's quite useful looking at the number of people. The 4 of us that are working at the moment obviously potentially might struggle to cope with an incident should it occur, so obviously with the assistance of the 12 specials that should make our job a little bit easier. So it's obviously quite thinned out quite nicely.
It may be unusual for PC's Pusey and Boundy to be working with so many specials, but not with one another. One of the keys to being a good night cop is having a buddy you can rely on.
Working with Chris tonight would tend to be double crewed quite often. We work quite well together, quite different styles of policing, which tend to complement each other and mean that we can deal with things quite effectively.
Whilst we do have different styles, the way we do work quite well together and have similar sort of take on life and the job itself. So I think that works out to be quite handy, and it also helps to have a sense of humour, so which Andy's got sometimes.
With so many people out and about, it's not long before they get their first call of the evening.
Just had a report of an assault come in and the offender has made off, so we're just going to head towards and see what we've got. It appears to be a group of youngsters.
The culprit is scalped, but the kids are still loitering. Working well together often means splitting up. They approach the 2 groups separately to question them. In most of these cases, underage drinking is a factor, and PC Pusey wants to know if the youth is carrying any contraband.
A bit of the old booze. Obviously being 16, you shouldn't have that, should you? No. So you're obviously going to disclose that to me, are you? And I'll dispose of it correctly.
PC Pusey has confiscated the tinnies and knows exactly what to do with them.
He's told me I can dispose of them, so they've been disposed of. That's just one of the cameras in one of the spots around the town.
Events at the carnival are being closely monitored by the police station's CCTV control room. Exmouth has cameras at every major intersection and trouble hotspot, giving the night cops a 360-degree view of any incident that occurs.
Not a problem.
The introduction of CCTV has changed the face of modern policing.
In the days before CCTV, if there was an incident, you had to look around for people that were willing to make statements who saw what. And very often the guy would say, it wasn't me, I didn't do it, and you've got no evidence, there's no proof. These days, because we're here filming it, he can then put his hands up and say, it wasn't me, I wasn't there, and all of a sudden, well, I think you were, because it's here. You're looking at it.
Main traffic runs.
When they spot someone acting suspiciously, they radio through to the night cops who respond immediately. Tonight, they've seen a man acting in an antisocial manner, and PC Matt Clark has been given the job of tracking him down.
He's being followed by CCTV at the minute, so we can not exactly trace his every footstep, but we should be able to keep an eye on what he's doing until we get to him.
To help PC Clark to identify the man, control room have radioed through a description.
A light coloured shirt, trousers, light brown hair, chubby face, carrying a Kentucky meal.
Control room have directed PC Clark to the Carnival Fun Fair. He arrives only to discover that the finger-licking lad has already been detained by a fellow officer.
my colleague's just speaking to the gentleman that we were talking about earlier, who was a problem in the pub, and getting his details, giving him suitable words of advice, I think.
As the suspect is interviewed, PC Clark has a chat with the Funfair's on-site security.
Yeah, good. Do you know this gent?
Yeah, I just said to the WPC, he's part of the showman's group here. Right. He's the son of one of the ladies that runs the show. They don't want him on the premises. Right. He's a pain in the fucking ass.
They don't want him here?
No. And he upsets the people that come down here. He walks into rides having a case, a danger to himself.
So where's he supposed to be keeping tonight then, if he's not actually part of the group?
They want him banged up if you can do it.
If he doesn't kick off, we can't wheel him away.
All right, you disappear. I bet you get a call back from me in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So it turns out that the boozed-up lad is an unwelcome member of the travelling fair. His mum, though, knows exactly what to do with him.
I'd like you to take him away, put him in a cell, just chuck him out tomorrow.
Ah, motherly love.
I mean, the thing is it Mrs. Manders?
Yes.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the problem we got, Mrs. Manders, we haven't witnessed anything. What we'll do is escort him off.
Yeah.
Then if he comes back, potentially we can arrest him.
Yeah.
To prevent a breach of the peace. But I must be honest, at the moment, genuinely, and I'm not being very, but he has been a gentleman with us.
Well, yeah, he is.
Hey, so listen, what Mum's saying, all right, so we're being fair here.
PC Jones does his best to calm the drunk down, whilst PC Clark goes to see if his old man will fight his corner.
Are you happy with him staying on site tonight if he just gets his head down?
No, I'm not really happy with him staying on site tonight. I'd rather him off the fair tonight, and then when he comes back tomorrow, they'll take him away tomorrow.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay?
So both Mum and Dad want him banged up, which leaves the night cops with a bit of a dilemma.
The tip is, what, if we nick him though, what do we nick him for? He's been a gentleman with me.
With us, yeah, I know. Yeah, but Mum's adamant she doesn't want him here. The thing is, you were thrown out of the pub at Fat Jack's. You made threats to the staff there, which is the initial reason that we're talking to you. Yeah. I know you're being nice as pie with us now, but I'm pretty sure that once we go, because you've had a few bevies, you're going to cause problems with these people. And I know you'll say that to me.
I'm going to be nice to anybody just look at.
At the moment, we're just trying to decide what to do with this gent. He's had a skinful to drink. He's already caused disorder in one pub. His parents, who work here at the fair, they're very concerned that if he stays, he's going to kick off and cause problems tonight.
So PC Jones puts a call through to control to see if CCTV have proof of him committing anything they can arrest him for. Over in Wrexham, there's no carnival, but the night cops are still expecting to be kept busy.
This evening, our task primarily is public order, concentrating mainly on Wrexham town centre.
And they don't even have to travel far before things kick off. A fight has broken out in full view of the van.
Shelley! Shelley!
Let her go! Let her go!
Girls, let Shelley!
Let go!
Fighting on the street is not advised. Doing it in front of a van load of night cops, well, that's just plain idiotic. Even as they're separated, though, there's time for a parting shot. A stiletto to the groin. Bullseye.
Hey, can you get all this one as well?
No, she's alright.
Battered and bruised, the girls are led away to the van.
Right.
Where to their astonishment, they learn that they've broken the law. Surprising.
Right, you have to say anything.
Behave yourself, okay? I appreciate the fact.
Whilst they're taken into custody, PC Evans eases the baying crowd.
Jane! Wait!
Jane.
What's your language, please, okay?
I didn't swear, I never swear.
Listen, there's no need for anybody else to get involved in all this. It could have got out of hand. But thank God there was enough of us here, really, at the end of the day to deal with it. So hopefully, it looks like a good start to the night.
Much of the night cops' time is spent dealing with disorderly behaviour, and these two are tonight paying the price for their actions. Such incidents are often dealt with using the Public Order Act, a comprehensive piece of legislation that includes Section 5.
Fella, you are nicked Section 5 public order.
That's a clause which allows the police to stop anybody from disturbing the peace, whether it be through their actions or even the language they use.
Relax.
What's he doing wrong?
He called me, and I quote, a f***ing prick.
So if a police officer thinks your actions are causing somebody else distress, then chances are you'll find yourself under arrest. A situation which can sometimes lead to a bit of a backlog when it comes to processing arrests back at the lockup. Superintendent Carl Langley of Devon and Cornwall Police has first-hand experience of the logistical problems that too many arrests can cause.
The Torquay custody unit downstairs has 36 cells, and often late at night you'll have 2 or more sergeants on down there to book in what we normally expect to be quite a number of people coming in. And of course booking somebody in now is not a 5-minute job, because you need to record all their property, you need to do risk assessments on each person. The problem that causes us then, if it becomes busy on the harbour side and you, for example, get 5-6 people arrested all at once, you can end up starting to form a queue outside the back of the police station there to book people in. Which is frustrating for them, because sometimes they can hear the radio and hear their colleagues down at the harbour side who need assistance and they're in no position to help, and that really can be quite frustrating.
Back in Exmouth, PC's Pusey and Boundy have been called away from the carnival to deal with an incident at the local train station.
Go to the ladies' toilets and just see what's happening.
When they arrive, they discover it was a false alarm, but PC Pusey is worried.
As you can obviously see, it's quite excitable at the moment. Potentially a few more drinks, a few more people. Things are just going to get busier and busier.
For now, though, their presence is needed back at the carnival. But just as they're about to leave, PC Boundy calls his colleague back into the fray. He spotted an angry young man getting involved in some argy-bargy and punching a window.
Tell you what, mate, come and have a little chat. Don't touch me.
Right, calm yourself down. Let's start, all right?
All right.
Just fucking bend my arms like that.
Yes, because I don't appreciate being sworn at and being challenged. Now get in the car a minute. Watch your head. Put your legs in. Basically, this chap's obviously got a problem with the police and the general public. And we've basically gone to speak to him. Come and have a little chat. Don't fucking touch me. And he's turned around and foamed at the mouth. He's told us to basically disappear, but not quite so politely. We've then gone to speak to him, and he's become quite resistant to us. So we're just going to try and find out what the actual issue is and to see if we've got any offences.
So PC Boundy goes to chat with the little punk's friends to get their side of the story.
Right. No, I'm quite happy with that, but all I'm saying is, obviously, he's got attitude with me. I've punched the window, we come over to speak to him, and he's told us to F off, and it's all out. So there you go. Prison. We will do.
With friends like these, who needs enemies?
What's the problem then? You've obviously got a few issues.
Yeah, but listen, if you just talk to me like a human being,
well, we were going to try and move you away from whatever the problem was.
I think that was the cleverest thing to do.
It was the cleverest thing to do, but obviously telling me to F off and becoming aggressive towards us isn't. Now, we're obviously very busy tonight to be dealing with trivial, stupid little matters and people, drunk teenagers.
Having questioned the separate parties, the officers compare notes.
Just that he split up with his girlfriend tonight, and I said, to be honest, mate, it doesn't matter. He can't punch a window and tell somebody to F off, can he?
Whereabouts in Exeter do you live?
St Thomas.
St Thomas. What are you planning to do now? Because I'm not happy to leave you in Exmouth, so we've got a couple of options, right? Where are you meant to be staying this evening?
Look, I'm not drunk, I'm just very angry.
Right, I can see you're very angry, all right, and I'm not happy to leave you on the street if you're very angry.
So the night cops have given the young punk the option of A, spending the night in a cell, or B, going home and coming back later to face a public order offence.
And then we can deal with you.
What is the point in that?
Well, the point is...
Go to court for a public order offence.
Or we can deal with you later in the week.
Yeah,
by the way of a fixed penalty ticket.
How much?
Fixed penalty ticket is £80.
80 quid for what?
For being disorderly.
No, I tell you what, would you rather...
Tell you what, put your foot in there, mate, and I'll find... It's fine, we'll arrest you, it's not a problem, right? It's fine.
The lad's back chat has left the night cop no option, and he's arrested. In Exmouth, PC Matt Clark has been dealing with a member of the travelling fair whose old folks have a thoroughly modern approach to parenting.
I'd like you to take him away, put him in a cell, just chuck him out tomorrow.
But Mummy's left the night cops with a dilemma.
If we nick him though, what do we nick him for? He's been a gentleman with me.
With us, yeah, I know.
So they've called CCTV Control, who are analysing footage to see if the man has committed an offence. And sure enough,
it's looking like he's either going to be arrested for a substantive public order offence, say criminal damage or causing harassment, alarm, distress, or otherwise he's going to be arrested to prevent a further breach of the peace.
We're arresting you, Section 5 of the Public Order Act. Yeah, we take your text to the mate, get you sobered up, get all you take in the morning.
Jobs are good. Yeah, unfortunately our gent's got himself arrested for Section 5 of the Public Order Act, which is basically causing harassment, alarm, distress to someone, which is the incident that occurred earlier in the pub.
There you go, chap.
So he's going to get a free ride to Exeter custody and he'll get his head down there for the night.
You have to have a... Yep, we'll help you now, the police station. Yep, there you go, mate.
Yeah, fine.
So a little mad a bit.
You'll be fine, Asa, mate. That's it. Watch yourself as you step up there.
Up you go.
Sit yourself down on that seat. Make yourself comfy.
Top man, Asa, well done.
Lovely.
Our sergeant got back in touch with the camera operators. They said that there'd been an incident earlier on which we weren't aware of, where he's seen quite clearly peeing up the side of a parked unattended car in Exmouth, and two ladies have walked past it and they appear to have been quite shocked or upset by this incident.
Generally when we arrest people, on the whole, they tend to be fairly placid with us once they've been arrested. They've realised that there's no point in fighting or trying to play up, because it's not going to improve their position at all. So yeah, generally, like this gent in the back, he's just going to sit there quietly. Hopefully we'll book him in without any further event, and he'll get his head down, go to sleep, and sleep off the beer.
Hey, sir.
Yeah?
Here we are, chap, up at Evertree Road.
Are we Exeter?
We are.
We are, mate. Now watch yourself.
at lockup, the man seems strangely at home.
A lot of people are quite relaxed when they're in custody. They may have been arrested before, or it could be their first time, and they're just taking it in, but people generally, once they get this far, there's not much point in putting up a fight, because they know they're not going to get anywhere, so they may as well just sit back and enjoy it as best they can.
It appears as well that this man has left his mark in Exmouth on a previous occasion.
Last October, the gentleman did exactly the same offence in Exmouth, urinating in a public place, which was outside one of our public houses on the Friday night, so therefore he's going to get charged tomorrow morning when sober to appear at Central Devon Magistrates Court in about a week's time for Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
Yeah, hopefully he will learn his lesson from this. Obviously he's done it before, and he's obviously got away more lightly before, but with a bit of luck, this will be a slightly harsher penalty for him, and he'll learn his lesson and won't do it again. Fingers crossed.
So one culprit is learning his lesson in a cell. Meanwhile, back at the town's train station, another culprit is giving a lesson on the subject of civil liberties.
I wasn't getting aggressive or anything. I was just asking questions. It's my right to ask questions about stuff.
Basically, we've had a chat with a chap that's punched the window and has been quite aggressive towards myself and my colleague. We've explained some options of the ways we can deal with him. Unfortunately, he's refusing to calm down. He's still being quite obstructive.
You're arresting me for what? If we hadn't arrested you, it could be chatting. You sound like my bloody headmaster in primary school.
He's been a little bit aggressive, so the decision's been made that he's going to be taken into custody tonight.
Can you get onto Big Air? I need an ambulance at the Yorkie ASAP. Got a guy knocked out of it.
That's it, mate. Unfortunately, you're now taking us away from more serious situations like that, aren't you? Because you won't, cooperate with us. Because it's going to take us off the street now for the next hour and a half. But if that's where he wants to be, then that's what we're going to do.
At the end of the day, you're all talking rubbish. I heard a report someone's been knocked out and you're arresting me. Did I lash out and try and hit you? Did I get abusive and start swearing? No. No, that was at the beginning. I did not do that.
That's enough of an offence, mate.
I'm a 17-year-old lad, for Christ's sake. What damage am I going to be able to cause?
Who knows, mate? That's why you've been arrested.
Okay, no, okay. Freedom to speech, freedom to ask questions and know where they stand. I did that, and look where I am now. You need to...
all right, mate. Anything you say, you keep thinking what you want. Let's walk into where my colleague is.
The lad's behaviour has taken the night cops off the street for 2 hours, time that could have been better spent. Once at lockup, it's the custody sergeant's turn to get a taste of his attitude.
Do you go to any sort of special school?
No.
Any problems reading or writing?
No.
Any need for you to be seen by a doctor?
No.
Have you taken any drugs tonight?
No.
Hidden any drugs on you?
No.
Had any alcohol?
No.
No?
No.